Good morning. Welcome to the Seminole Nation radio program. It is Tuesday, 11 o'clock, which we are live every week, every morning. I'm your host for today, Mark Williams, the Communications and Media Director. And with me,
Josiah Jimboy, Media Specialist.
which we refer to ourselves as the B team. The A team is not here today.
The elite team.
The elite
team.
Voice of the nation, Jeremy Fultz, and the other guy.
Oh, DP, DP, Pinnock.
So we're gonna try to do our best to give you the latest announcements and updates happening on the reservation here on Seminole. And before we kind of get into that, just let's talk about what did you do this weekend, Joe? Anything big? Anything exciting?
Me and my brother and my cousin, we went up to the Iowa State and OU game, and then after that, Sunday I just stayed around the house and did some yard work and did some cleaning. That's pretty much all I did all weekend. What'd you get into, Mark?
So Saturday, it was the last game. My boys playing in the flag football league over in Uwoka, and so they had their last game this past Saturday. Did they win the championship? No, they didn't win the championship. Did they go undefeated? No.
Did they win?
Did they lose every game? No, they actually won a couple games in the season. So they did. I think they didn't finish last place. And so he played his last game, but he started to really get the hang of it. Started playing really well. I think he likes it. So
started tackling.
Well, they're not supposed to. It's a flag football league, but he got aggressive with it, and I think he might have got a couple tackles in there.
There we go. That's all that matters.
But he liked it, and now he's ready for stickball season to get here. So that was pretty much it. Watched the OU game, of course, and they got a big game this weekend. OU Texas.
Yes, sir. Red River.
What's your prediction? What's your
OU score? I got a score already. I'm going with 35-42 OU.
Okay, I was thinking I have 35-28 OU.
Okay,
is what I'm going. Then stay undefeated.
It's gonna be a good one.
So yeah, definitely gonna be a good one.
No OSU news though. We ain't got nothing for the Cowboys.
No. Did they play last weekend? No, they had a bye, but they probably still somehow lost.
Yep.
Thank you for tuning in.
So before we get into our announcements, we're going to take, as we do every week, take a moment to remember and acknowledge those who have passed on. We did lose a tribal member, someone very influential in the community here, Opa Mac. We had the pleasure of just a few months ago sitting down with him and his family. We did an article for the tribal newspaper, the Chogatalomi, and talk about making shells. And we had plans to actually start doing a video project with him and his family in this fall. And so we heard the news a few days ago, so I want to extend our condolences to the Mac family and to just the community in general. And so I want to take time to think about them and remember him and everybody kind of being affected about that and recent people that we've lost along the way. So take a moment of silence now. Mado. So we're gonna start off. Let's have you hop into it.
We have some 4th and 8th Sundays this Sunday. This Sunday would be October 8th, 9th?
It'll be the 8th, I believe.
The 8th, October 8th. And starting off with Achina, Alabama Corsati, Belvin Baptist, Cedar Springs, Cold Springs, Hutchinchuba, Little Corsati, Many Springs, Omogi Baptist, Prairie Springs, Spring, Weogufki, West Eufaula, Wewokozi, and Yardiki. And again, that's October 8th, and that'll be this Sunday. And if you haven't heard your name or your church name on this list, go ahead and feel free to email seminolemedia@gmail.com, and we will make sure to announce you. And I also missed Creek Chapel.
I think you missed Little Coweta too. You said
Coweta? Did I miss Little Coweta?
I think
Oh, yeah,
you
Little
missed
Coweta, yeah.
Coweta.
See, I need some glasses, man. I really do. If y'all watch this show, y'all would see that my eyes is my head is in my computer so I can read those.
And so he mentioned if you need to get us announcements, not only for the church, but just future announcements, SeminoleMedia@gmail.com. We have sometimes people say they can't reach us because they think it's Seminole Nation Media, but it's actually just SeminoleMedia@gmail.com. So just to kind of hopefully avoid that confusion, that's the way to get a hold of us. And so let's jump into some department news. One of the big announcements was the ARPA clothing applications is now closed. I believe as of September 30th, applications were now closed. We had it on the website, but that application should be taken down now.
Mm-hmm.
So that one is closed. And the Boys and Girls Club have a announcement for the second annual Native Market coming up. They will be... Actually, they're calling for vendors. They're calling for vendors. It's going to take place October 28th over there in Wewoka. And if you need to get a hold of them or any questions, you can call 405-257-6604. And coming from the diabetes program is the fitness challenge. And so this is, they sometimes do things for just employees, but I believe this one is open to the public.
Mm-hmm.
And so anybody can join. It's there's cash prizes involved, and open to the public. Teams of 2, but one of your team member must be Native American. So I guess you don't have to be a Seminole tribal member. You just have to be Native, and it's $30 entry per team, cash only. And there's certain guidelines and rules. It's a team with the most body fat lost. They win the total of the cash that's been accumulated. You can register at the Chefegni Wellness Center, and if you need to get a hold of them, that number is 405-652-1167. And this started actually a couple of weeks ago, September 5th, but it stays open till December 15th. But you have to be weighed in and paid your entry fee by October 27th. So this is a fitness challenge that the diabetes program is putting on. So yeah, jump in and try to win that money.
And the diabetes program, they also have chair aerobics every Monday and Wednesday at 10 a.m. at the bridge. And then every Tuesday and Thursday, they host chair aerobics and Tai Chi classes at the New Life Church in Wewoka, Oklahoma. And that also starts at 10. You can register in person or at the Chefegni Wellness Center. They also have Brown Bag Fitness every Monday and Wednesday at the Chefegni Center, and also Tuesdays and Thursdays at the Senior Citizen Building. I'm assuming that'll probably be at the old Senior Citizen Building in Wewoka. That starts at 12:15 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can contact Jerome Harrison at 405-584-7923.
And so a couple of announcements coming from our department, from the communications department, is we're always looking to do some birthday shout-outs. And we have a in remembrance section in our paper for anyone who has passed on. If you want to send in their obituary, you can also send that to SeminoleMedia@gmail.com. And we are always looking for stories. You know, one of the things we try to do is, there's a bunch of inspiring stories out there. A lot of Seminole tribal members are, really doing a lot of great things. So we want to acknowledge them. It could be school stuff. It could be career stuff, just something personal, birthdays, just whatever. We would love to hear from you. Get in touch with us. Send us some photos of some event that you attended or some achievement that maybe your kid did. We'll be glad to put it out there on the tribal newspaper. But also, we do have a Facebook page that's under Seminole Nation Community and Events for fundraisers, flyers, upcoming things that you want to share that's happening in the community, and for those acknowledgments too. We'll throw that on there as well. So send all that stuff to our department at SeminoleMedia@gmail.com, and we will get it out there for you.
And then we have some more department news over from domestic violence. Seminole Nation Domestic Violence 15th Annual Quilt and Art Auction. It'll be held October 21st. Doors open at 1. Auction starts at 2. It'll be at the Kelly Haney Center at 2701 Boren Boulevard, Seminole, Oklahoma 74868. It is a special tribute to the late Chief Enoch Kelly Haney. All proceeds will go to man. Did you pronounce that?
Well, it's a fundraiser for the Regina Sue Bound Center. Basically, is what most of the funds will go to. And you need some glasses. You really
do it, yeah,
really
man.
Trying to
yeah, did you see me put my head up again because I couldn't read that?
But the cool thing about this, we'll be there to cover it as well. This is a big deal. They do this every year. It raises a lot of funds, and I believe Jeremy Fultz is doing some of the MCing, and he's going to try to do some auction. I'm not sure what you call that.
Oh, they talk real fast.
Yeah, they talk real fast. And so I think he's been trying to practice that. So come out and join in the fun and see Jeremy up there just doing his thing, doing Jeremy Fultz things.
And for more information on that quilt auction, you can contact 405-382-3762.
The Seminole Nation Honor Guard is having a benefit grocery bingo. That's coming up here next month on Saturday, November 4th. The food sale starts at 11 a.m. and the bingo, the grocery bingo, starts at 1 p.m. This will be located at the Veterans Building at the Miccosukee Mission Grounds. And all the proceeds will be going to their Florida trip to the Tribal Honor Guard competition. I think for the first time ever at the fair out there, they're having an Honor Guard competition. So I was talking to Rex about that. He's pretty excited. I think the guys are pretty excited. They're going to do some rehearsals, and they're trying to put on a big show out there. But just to get out there, it costs money. And so they need to raise that money to get out there. So help them. We're very proud of the stuff that they do, and they're always going to funerals and parades and just anywhere they're needed around here. Not just on the reservation. I see them all over the state.
All over, yeah.
Things, and so they're always representing the nation well, and so they're trying to get out there and represent the tribe at this Honor Guard competition. And if you want to help them, if you want to be a part of this benefit grocery bingo, you can call Alex Fish at 405-432-7858 or Philip Kuhn at 918-758-8248, or you can contact Rex directly at 405-220-5342. And again, this is to help the Honor Guard get to Florida for the Honor Guard competition.
Grocery bingo, do you think that's just like where they put all the items on the bingo cards and they do it like that?
I think so. Is that right, Bo? I mean, they've done this years past, and I didn't get to attend one. So, but there's also the food sale. Food sale's at 11 a.m. and then the bingo part of it starts at 1.
Ooh, hopefully there's some meat pies or Indian tacos. And
might have to go out there and play. Yeah. We'll go cover it and we'll play as well.
And we'll eat.
Yeah.
And then we have an announcement from the Housing Authority. The Housing Authority House Manager can be seen by appointments only. Due to COVID cases and flu cases, they are taking necessary precautions to keep their staff safe. But you can call 405-257-6604 to schedule an appointment if they need to meet with the Housing Manager.
Yeah, they mentioned COVID cases. They're taking some precautions, and I'm seeing that with around here. COVID cases, the numbers are starting to go back up. I know with my son, he goes to Varnum. They're starting to do the temperature checks now at the door. So even though we think it's gone, it really hasn't. It's still here, and so always take those precautions and make sure you're updated with your shots and your boosters. Another announcement from Housing is they have a position open up for the executive director. This is the executive director exercises the tribe's sovereign authority to achieve the maximum protection of resources to the Housing Authority of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma. This position is now open. The employment application can be found on their website at hasnok.org, which is hasnok.org, O-R-G. Or you can submit your application, your resume, a copy of your valid driver's license to Hasnok Attention Administrative Officer, P.O. Box 1493, or you can also submit it to 120 West 4th Street in Wewoka, 74884. Or another option, you can also email it to administrativeofficer@hasnok.org. Any questions you have about the opening, you can call 405-257-6604.
And we got an announcement from ICW, and I'm just going to quote this. Good evening, beautiful people. If you have any questions about foster care, please don't hesitate to ask or call. Fostering is not something that is easy, but it is definitely rewarding. Looking forward to hearing from most of you. Motto and blessings. You can contact 405-584-2194.
And we have another fundraiser. This will be for the Seminole Nation Princesses. They have a golf tournament coming up. Kind of benefiting the same trip to Florida. They're trying to get out there, and so in the next few weeks and months, they'll be doing different fundraisers, starting with this one. It's a golf tournament. It will be Saturday, October 21st, over here at the Jimmy Austin Golf Course here in Seminole. Registrations will start at 8 o'clock, and shotgun play will begin at 9 a.m. So here's some of the cash prizes, or some of the prizes. There's first place prize, second place, and it looks like Miss Pack is $750. The four-man scramble is $100 per player. The package is $750 per team, 2 sign-ins, of course, for 1 premium sign-up. There's a Junior Miss package and a Little Miss package as well. If you have any questions, you can get a hold of Regina Langford at 405-471-3038, or you can email her. This is reginalangford@gmail.com. She's on the Princess Committee, and if you have any questions or if you want to get your team in, reach out to her. Make all checks payable to Seminole Nation Princess Committee activity.
And then we have an announcement from the language department. The language program wants to invite elders to come and record stories, songs, family history, tribal history, speeches, and etc. in the Muskogee language. This is a service for our community and future generations, and you can contact 405-562-5567.
You had to squint in to see that.
I did, yeah.
So you mentioned OAP just a while ago. You mentioned, you said you referred to the old OAP. The reason he said old one is because the new one is at the Miccosukee Mission, and it officially has opened, and they are now serving meals. If you know where the old bingo hall is, that's where they are located. And we had a ribbon cutting ceremony over the Seminole Nation Days weekend, and so people got to see a first look and take a peek inside. And then that Sunday, I think, they had a day of prayer service, and so they've had a few events in there already. That was kind of a soft opening, I guess, but now they are officially open, and this is for the elders in the community, and the hours will be Monday through Thursday from 11 o'clock to 12:30, and then on Friday morning they have breakfast from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, and we have their menu here, I believe. Go ahead and read that, Josiah.
All right. Today, their meals, they're having Great Northern beans, rice, spinach, cornbread, and as dessert they will be having ice cream. Tomorrow they will be having spaghetti, green beans, salad, garlic bread with banana pudding. Thursday they will be having chicken and rice, peas and carrots with a fruit cobbler. And then Friday, breakfast only, they will be having bacon, scrambled eggs, biscuits and gravy, fruit, cereal with milk.
We have some department news or announcement from the Veterans Department. They have a Veterans Job Club community hiring event. This will be taking place here in a couple days, October 5th, from 10 a.m. to noon over at the Gordon Cooper Technology Center there in Shawnee. The first hour from 10 to 11 is allotted for veterans, and from 11 a.m. to noon will be open to the community. You can meet with employers one-on-one for employment opportunities and networking. If you show up, come dressed, ready to interview with copies of your resume on hand.
Alrighty. We have some news from Awoka IHS. Awoka IHS will be closed on Monday, October 9th for Indigenous Peoples Day.
And the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma will be open.
Yes, sir.
We've gotten some people have asked
Some questions. Yeah, we will be open.
People's Day,
Yep.
but we will be here ready to work and ready to work for y'all. So that's October 9th. IHS will be closed. The complex, and as of right now, Seminole Nation will be open on October 9th. Some community events. We have the Indian Territory Film Festival. It's actually coming up here in a couple of days, October 5th at Circle Cinema there in Tulsa. The movie Fancy Dance will be premiering. And I think Catherine Howell was in a couple of scenes in this one. I know this shot in Oklahoma City, some scenes here in Oklahoma. There are some scenes over there at FAM, so she was able to be in a couple scenes, and hopefully maybe we'll get to see her if we get to make it, see her on screen. We'll have some local filmmakers, Lauren Waters and Kyle Bell, will be there doing some workshops over at OSU Tulsa. And so this is a free screening, I believe. No, the workshops are free. I'm not sure if the screening is free or not, but it will be 7 o'clock at the Circle Cinema on October 4th. And for the movie Fancy Dance, which premiered in Sundance, I believe. It's done really well, great reviews, and I'm hoping to make it out there. And if it does, I'll let you know what I think.
Alrighty. Then we have some news from some more community news. There's a 7-3 co-ed softball tournament this Saturday, actually, October 7th. The deadline to enter it will be Thursday, October 5th. It'll be at the Seminole Miccosukee Mission. Entry fee is $150. Classic men's balls for men, any ball for women, no ultra or senior league bats. Girls can float, 3 home runs per game. First place jerseys by Native Fat Guy. If you need to register, you can contact Andrea at 405-915-3634, or you can contact Nathan 405-915-4572.
And we have another language class taking place at the Miccosukee Mission. This one will be at the gymnasium. This will be Tuesday, October 10th and 24th. So the 2 language classes for this month will be 10th and 24th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. These classes they're taught by first language elders. And I believe the first few sessions were at the North Community Building, but I think they're going to start moving it to the gymnasium. So this is also a free event as well. So if you're eager to learn and been wanting to learn or refresh on your Seminole language, be sure to check it out. Tuesdays, October 10th and 24th, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
And then Mark, I'll let you read this one because you were actually there in person.
So the 3rd annual Every Child Matters Honor Walk took place over the weekend. This is the one. It's a national recognition that they do every year or every September 30th, and the local walk took place then. So they start from the Miccosukee Mission, and they walk all the way to St. Gregory's, and so it's a 27-mile journey. And so I was able to stop by and visit with them for a little bit, get some photos, and talk a little bit with Red Bear Williams, who was one of the organizers. And September 30th is also known as Wear Your Orange Shirt Day. So if you've seen the photos on our Facebook page, you saw a lot of people wearing orange. That's one of the reasons why. It's also a national movement. Orange Shirt Day, basically it continues to allow us to have conversations about boarding schools, and it allows for meaningful discussions of the trauma that some of the schools had on indigenous children and the healing that's still taking place today. So it was a well-attended event, something that I think they do every year and they're going to continue to do, and something that we'll always try to be there to cover and support.
And then we have an announcement from Cold Springs Church. They are having an annual rummage sale on October 7th. It'll be from 8 a.m. until whenever they get rid of all their items. It'll be located 3 miles east of Cornwall on Highway 39E. Look for signs. All proceeds go towards church repairs and maintenance.
And we got another golf tournament, but this one is a senior golf tournament. This will be for people 60 and over. It's taking place October 18th, but the deadline to enter is October 5th. This will be taking place at the Rock Creek Golf Course in Sapulpa. All proceeds will pay out to first, second, and third place. And you must you can pay at registration, but you must show your tribal ID with your driver's license. There's a 15-team limit, so try to get your team in. If you have any questions, you can contact Rusty Miller at 918-406-4822 or Todd Parker at 918-264-8886.
And then 17th annual Oklahoma City Public Schools Contest Powwow will be held at the U.S. Grant High School Gym that is located at 5016 South Penn Avenue in Oklahoma City, 73119. This will be on November 11th, 2023. Contest info will be coming soon is what they have right here on the flyer.
And so this time of the show is usually when we have Delaney Pinnock actually say a few words. But today I'm going to let Josiah, because I think half the list is your family.
No.
No. So I'm going to let Josiah do the birthday announcements, and then we'll close out our program today.
As I'm looking at this list, there's a few names on here that you put in that you'll have to pronounce for me. Okay. But starting off with Kelly Wind, Kyle Martin, Trabond Wynn, Paul Parker, Monique Harris, Joshua Henson, Jen Lauren, Karen Fish,
Revels,
Brooklyn Harris, Russ Coker, Perry Robertson, Yadika Washington, Miriam Tiger, Rowana Gonzalez, Marion Fixico, and then Lara Harney. Happy birthday to everybody that has upcoming birthdays or this week. How'd I do?
Got most of it right. But we know you know who you are. Happy birthday to everyone out there. And
I got a question for you.
And we have a question from our engineer here.
I got a question for you. Did you guys watch the ending to Reservation Dogs?
Yes.
I'd like to hear what your thoughts about it and what are maybe some profound thoughts about Indian arts in general.
Indian arts in general. I enjoyed the series. I really enjoyed the series.
What did it mean, or what did it do to you guys?
Well, I think what I really liked about Sterling's storytelling is it's very community, and you can sense it was a show for us. There was a lot of inside jokes I know a lot of people, non-natives, would not get, and that's what made it even more important that we can see ourselves on the screen. It inspires, I think, little kids too. They're going to see that, and that's something new for them. We see how big of a deal it is, but for our youth, I think it's going to inspire them to say, I can do that. You know, someone just from Holdenville, Sterling grew up in Holdenville, and so you think you see stuff on Hulu or FX or on anything on those streaming platforms. You think, oh, they're from Hollywood, they're big time. No, this guy came from down the road. And so I think it's going to inspire other people to go out there and try to tell their own stories. And so just for that, in general, I enjoyed it. And it was kind of cool seeing familiar faces.
All right.
So that was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I haven't watched the last episode yet, so nobody ruined it for me yet.
man.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Man.
Like Mark said, is it gives us right here something to watch and something to look forward to. And we don't really have films like that are kind of hit, the slang and hit how we talk, and they're right on the nail, and that's what Reservation Dogs did. And Sterling Harjo, he did a good job. But that's pretty much all I have to say until I watch the last episode.
You'll come back.
Yeah, I'll come back and be like, man.
Yeah, you come back and be all teary-eyed. You'll see.
Be crying.
Yeah. The Reservation Dogs go to fight Thanos. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But that'll do it for us, for the B team, for this week's episode of the Simulation Radio program. I think we'll have the elite, Jeremy and that other guy next week. So for now, we'll be signing off. I am Mark Williams for Bo Whitekiller.
I am Josiah Jimboy.
We will see you next week. Bye.